I think that hookup culture has absolutely been terrible for society as well. Is it's just seen as normal to just hook up with random people, and I've never been interested in that. I mean, yeah, I've technically had hookups. I mean, I've never had like a one night stand where it's like I sleep with someone and I just never talk to them again. But yeah, I've like met up with girls off of dating apps and from when I'm going out and stuff. But I don't really want to do that if I'm being real with you. I'd rather just kind of meet someone, get to know them. Hell, man, this is just me, but I'd be fine with talking to a girl for like a couple of months and then as a friendship, and then maybe it becomes more. See, like I'd rather that than a one night stand. Is I understand both sides and perspectives, and typically it's men blaming women and it's women blaming men. But at the end of the day, that's not really going to help anyone. So understanding both sides and perspectives is only going to benefit everyone. And also it would be pretty dumb of me to come up here and to bash women because the fact that I don't do that, like I get DM'd by girls from Swaggy Yelp. I've had girls that have wanted to date from Swaggy Yelp. So like the people will sit up here and create a narrative and run with it, but like there are girls actually reaching out to me to be able to get to know me and stuff. And I appreciate them for that, for shooting their shot. So yeah, I'm gonna keep making videos just about every single day. I'm suspended from YouTube for 3 months, so I don't really have much else to do. I've got my sponsorship, I've got Facebook and Instagram. And yeah, I'm just trying to stay busy, man. Whenever I've got time, I'm gonna get on the camera and talk to y'all. Women, they're not exactly the main problem. If guys acted right and were actually men, and we're trying to do something with their life versus just make fun of others and try to put them down for their own benefit, then dating would be a lot better. So I think a lot of guys are quick to point the finger at women in terms of why dating is just so harsh right now. But I think the biggest problem is it's either social media or it's simping and doesn't like I think simping is goes hand in hand with social media if you truly think about it. So if you guys ever get the opportunity to go through a girl's Hinge or Bumble or Tinder or just Instagram, I mean, I'm sure most girls aren't going to be comfortable doing that. But if you've ever been able to do that, I have a couple of times with girls that I've known, and they've got thousands of likes. This one girl had me over her crib from I met her cold approaching, but she had Bumble and she had like 4,186 likes or something like that. And then this other girl that I was hanging out with had over 1,000. And when they make a profile, they instantly have 99 plus likes in like 15 minutes, like 15 minutes to an hour. Now, it depends on the city. If you're in a big city, it's going to be even quicker. But I mean, within minutes, you have guys throwing themselves at the girls, just trying to get their attention. And it makes it difficult for a guy who has self respect. See, a lot of people, they watch my videos and they just kind of jump to conclusions. I mean, yeah, there was a point in time when I'm 27, by the way, but when I was in my early 20s, was I a simp? I mean, a little bit, if I'm being honest. I was a little bit of a simp trying to give my attention to girls that weren't interested in. So, yeah, I guess by definition, that makes me one. But then you get older and you start to realize that you can't do that. You really just can't. I mean, you got to respect yourself. And the more you do, the harder it actually is to date because girls are so used to guys just dropping everything and doing whatever they want. And I was guilty of this about a year ago. It was a huge mistake that I made. I haven't made a video on this, but I met up with a girl and we were supposed to go to the movies. We were supposed to get food and then go to the movies. And she was a super attractive girl, but she just completely used me. And this is the only time that I feel like I actually got used by a girl. And it was when, so yeah, I picked her up and then we went to get food. We got drinks, like appetizers, and I spent $100, which $100 isn't a light amount of money. I mean, I'm being honest with you, like I haven't even, I just met the girl. Like she hasn't done anything to be deserving of me doing that, right? I mean, if you're taking like a girl that you really care about out, I mean, that's cool. But just like a random girl you just met is kind of crazy. And then yeah, I dropped her off and she sent me a message that she like had a great time. And then a couple of days later, I didn't see her on I had Snapchat. I don't use Snapchat anymore, but yeah, I didn't see her. So she unadded me. And it had me thinking like, and I'm completely just projecting here, but I would not be surprised at all if she went home and then hit up a guy or went over a guy's place to hook up with them. I would not be surprised in the slightest. And like the more you start to understand that, like the better you'll do dating is you cannot be taking girls out to 100, $150 dates. You can't be just dropping everything. Like if you're busy one day and the girl wants to hang out that day, it's not like, okay, just, no, bro, like do what you got to do. And when I had my first relationship, it was last year, carried into like February or whatever. It was I don't remember when I met her. It was like September to like February ish. It wasn't a long term relationship, but I only saw her on the weekend. And a lot of times she wanted to hang out during the week, but I was like, I'm really trying to get after this content stuff. So it's like you can't be too available. You can't do too much. And I actually didn't take out my ex-girlfriend like anywhere like crazy until we were dating. Like we were like just exclusive. And I'm not saying that you guys have to do that, but I just feel like the more you do for a first date or like a second date, I mean, this the worse it's going to go for you. You're also setting an expectation that like every single time you go out, it's going to be somewhere nice. I mean, it's as simple as that, bro. So yeah, hopefully you guys definitely can learn from that mistake that I made. And it's very easy. Go on. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but because of course girls still have thousands of guys to pick from. But if you go on to, I'm gonna use Hinge as an example, and there's prompts. Like if you ask girls to get dinner or to go to the movies or to go shopping, which is like the worst thing you could do, you'll find that like attractive girls will actually respond, and then they'll just kind of use you and they'll use you for your money. And even if you are hooking up with these girls, which very few guys are, I mean, I didn't see that girl again. I was kind of hoping in the back of my mind that if I took her to this and that, like she'd end up back at my place, but I didn't like beg her to do that. Like I could tell like she didn't want to. So I was like, all right, yeah, I'll just drop you off. I don't ever push girls to do that. Because just because you spend money on a girl doesn't mean you deserve anything, at least in that extent too, right? I mean, of course, like, yeah, if you're dating a girl and like you're giving her the world, like, yeah, you absolutely should be getting something in return from it, depending on what you're looking for. But I'm not trying to get canceled or say anything crazy because people are going to twist my words as always in the comments. But yeah, that's my overall opinion, I guess. That's my overall opinion, my bad about that, on simping is that it's a huge reason why dating is so horrible right now. Just a girl who can be average can log on to an app and have hundreds of guys trying to talk to her. And if she has Instagram, she's going to get DM'd. Girls get approached. I mean, like there's one girl that I've been talking to for a couple of months now. She's told me some crazy things that guys have said and done when they've come up to her.